It's been said that the spoken word makes up only 7% of human communication. And yet, if I stood up here and waved my arms around only for 7 minutes, you'd have no idea what I just said. On the other hand, the use of gestures, facial expressions, and the stage can greatly enliven a speech. It can also greatly disenliven that speech. I'd like to share with you today a little bit of what I've learned about how to make a speech better. Madam Toastmaster, wherever you are, there you are. Fellow Toastmasters and honored guests, I recently saw a speaker give a speech. And this Toastmaster, not a member of this club, was doing this. Tell me, what do you feel about this body language right now? What do you feel? Katie?
I wouldn't be too interested, I think, in what they had to say.
Disinterested? Anybody
I
else?
feel that they're kind of bored with their own subject.
Bored? Anyone else? Disconnected?
Nervous.
Nervous?
I'm going to be lectured too.
Lectured to. In reality, according to body language expert Janine Driver, this particular part of it, and I've seen this before, is called the self-touch. What it is, it's a form of self-assurance to say, it's all right, you're going to be okay, you're scared, but you're all right. In contrast to that, imagine this. Usain Bolt has just won the Olympic gold medal in his event, and he's broken an existing world record. His body language was this. What does that tell you? It's like, hey world, look at me. I'm the fastest man in the world. Isn't that great? For those of us that want to be speakers on this stage, we want to be somewhere in between the middle of those. That's not to say that during a speech you may wish to convey a feeling of defeat or nervousness or being lectured to, or that I am great. But in general, we want to use something that's more of a nature that would develop rapport with the audience. A common one that we recommend in Toastmasters that I've learned about is to use the palms up gesture, especially if it comes from the heart, to say, I love you, I like you, I value you. Body language expert Alan Peace, in a lecture he gave, it was actually a TED Talk at Macquarie University, demonstrated the advantages of the palm up speaking technique versus the palm down. I'm going to try to reproduce part of that for you here today. It's available on YouTube if you want to see the entire thing. Because vocal variety does influence the emotions of the speech, I'm going to try to keep my voice as uniform as possible, maybe as neutral as possible. Don't actually do this, but just get a feeling of how you feel about what's being said and what you're seeing. I would like the people on the right-hand side to exchange seats with the people on the left-hand side, and the people on the left-hand side to take their seats. The people in the back take a seat in the front, and the people in the front may sit wherever they like. That's pretty open, right? Now, I would like the people on the right to take the seats with the people on the left, and the people on the left to take their seats. I would like the people in the back to take the seats in the front, and the people sitting in the front to sit wherever they want. How do you feel about that?
Yuck.
Yeah, yuck. It's like, this guy's giving me an order. Who does he think he is? A study has also shown that when speakers use the palm down technique, the audience tends to hear a lot less of their speech because they're concentrating on, who are you? This builds rapport. We can further build rapport, and salesmen know this, by a genuine smile and eye contact. there was a very interesting study conducted where they looked at the outcome of political campaigns. The subjects were university students, and they were given 2 pictures to select from, A and B. These subjects were running for political office. The pictures covered all ethnic groups and both genders, so that bias was removed. The students almost invariably picked as the more competent, not the more confident necessarily, but the more competent person as the one that had a genuine smile. And interestingly, they also tended, by about 70 or 75%, they tended to pick the winner of the political campaign. So it seems that the campaign speech and political agenda are less important than a smile. For those of you that are entrepreneurs or salespeople, a genuine smile and eye contact can make all the difference in the sale, because the customer or client needs to buy you before they buy your product or services. Finally, I'd like to talk a little bit about using the stage. A past winner of the World Championship of Public Speaking managed to convey a feeling with gestures only. And it goes like this. This is a child, a 3-year-old child, on a warm spring day. What is it? It's a dandelion. So it is possible to partially come up here and wave your arms and really give a message. So there you have it. To improve your speeches, you might consider using from the heart, palms up approach. You might have a genuine smile and make eye contact with the audience. And you could also use the stage very effectively to paint a visual picture for your audience. A very successful businessman once said, I had a business opportunity that was irresistible, and yet everyone resisted it until I made my words, my voice, my body, and my eyes congruent. Madam Toastmaster.